Hi, Doug Jones here with another Energy Matters vlog on the coronavirus. The question for today is, how do we antidote this wave of fear of death that's coming towards us? And we're in a really interesting position with social distancing, and some cities are shutting down and so forth, where we're trying to flatten the curve, slow down the wave of suffering that's coming towards us. And that's a really heavy thing to think about and to work with. So I've been using a 3-step thing with myself and with some of the folks who are working with me on how to not have this be as overwhelming, how to antidote this wave that's coming towards us. And here we go. Step 1 is to actually turn and face the wave. In the ocean, you don't want the wave to hit you from behind. You'd like to see it coming. And to turn towards the coronavirus, get informed, find good information, understand what is being asked and what will work and what won't work. Information is power here, and by turning towards it, we do a much better job. However, turning towards the coronavirus can lead to some real problems, especially for certain people. If you tend to obsess or fixate on things, this will make you obsess and fixate. It's a lot of information. It's very heavy information. There is a danger when we get good information of getting stuck, which leads me to step 2. Step 2 is boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. And for me, that's been limiting the amount of time that I spend thinking about coronavirus, studying coronavirus, researching COVID-19, all these things, that it's really not working for me personally to have it spread throughout my day. So I tend to take a chunk of time and work with it and then not work with it. And it was really interesting. The other day I made the mistake of reading something late at night right before I went to bed about how they've been combating it in different countries. It didn't work at all for me. I was up in the night. I was dreaming about it. I can't do this at this time of day. So I draw boundaries about when and how much information I take in, which leads me to step 3. Boldly move, take action, do stuff. That sitting in a stew of coronavirus isn't helping anybody for me to do that. And I have some people that I'm going to talk about that are doing a great job. A friend of mine, Chris Capitelli, just went grocery shopping for a friend who has she's a single mom with 2 small children, and he picked up his groceries and her groceries. My wife, Marika, has a friend who's a little bit sick and doesn't want to go out to the grocery store, which is great social responsibility. So Marika took a grocery order, and when she got groceries for us, she got groceries for her friend. That's one type of action that is corona related, but there are a lot of actions that aren't, that I'm hearing about. My mom is doing great. She's gorging on opera. I helped her get a subscription to the Metropolitan Opera in New York, and she's just feeding on opera and having a great time. And I got her I hooked the YouTube to her big TV, and she's been laughing her head off at Danny Kaye and Carol Burnett and Julie Andrews, and just feasting on things that she loves and really taking action. My lovely wife has been showing me Facebook posts on a Bad Dad Jokes Facebook page, and I like things like that. So a couple times a day she walks up and holds up a phone, and I just burst out laughing because they're my kind of jokes. So there are all kinds of things that we can do, but I'm taking action that isn't obsessing about coronavirus. It just needs to be more about life. And I've got more to say on that, but I'm going to do that in part 2. So I hope this helped. This is Doug Jones. Thanks for listening.